We're going to be measuring how hard Ray Lewis hits. The NFL superstar is famous for his bone-scattering bull rushes, so we thought, how much force goes into a Ray Lewis rush? And how will it affect a regular human being? We're going to be checking out some crazy statistics, amazing tackles, and of course, some bones breaking and dummies hitting the dry grass. And it's all thanks to the man himself. You don't want to miss any of it. Ray Lewis is a world-renowned NFL player who played as a middle linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens from 1996 to 2012. During his career, Ray Lewis executed up to 2,059 tackles that often ensured his team's victory. Lewis was a linebacker whose effect was always felt in every game he played, and his amazing defense made him a two-time winner of the Super Bowl, as well as the MVP in the year 2000, making him one of the few linebackers in NFL history to ever win the MVP. That is why everyone is so curious about the linebacker's strength. So to answer the question, some people decided to conduct an experiment. In the late 2000s, Sports Science made a video trying to measure just how hard Ray Lewis hits. They set him against a swap battering ram to see who could generate enough force to bring down a reinforced wooden door. As you can imagine, Ray Lewis won the contest easily, and he wasn't even at his top speed. To put this into context, have you ever seen that classic scene in movies where the police uses a battering ram to break down the door of a criminal and then proceed with the conventional shootout? A lot of people don't know that the average battering ram weighs about 30 pounds, approximately 14 kilograms, and it's able to generate over 3 tons of force. And the average 2-inch wooden door has a breaking force of 1,250 pounds, but it'll require up to 500 pounds of force to force it open. In the challenge, the battering ram was used by an experienced SWAT official, and he was able to create up to 800 pounds of force. Ray, on the other hand, generates a whopping 1,000 pounds of force, or 4,448 newtons. That's the biting force of a tiger, by the way. 1,000-pound force. That's almost a 30% increase in the battering ram, and as you can see, it ripped the door clean off of its hinges. This kind of reminds me of the scene from the X-Men movie, when the Juggernaut just keeps breaking down the walls. I guess Ray Lewis is a real-life Juggernaut. So, what do you think happens when you replace that door with a human being? Well, it takes a total of 742 pounds of force to break the human rib cage, and a hard bone like the femur will take about 900 pounds. So do the math. Safe to say that any human standing in Ray Lewis's way will have his or her bones broken upon impact. The funny thing is that it's not even close to Ray Lewis's full strength, because Sports Science took it a step further to accurately measure the full strength of Ray Lewis' bull rush. You don't want to miss this because the numbers are outstanding. For the experiment, a crash test dummy was mounted on a cart moving at 14 miles per hour, and Ray was asked to do what he does best, give his iconic bull rush for the result to be evaluated. With the stage set, Ray proceeds to tackle the dummy. There's a reason why Ray Lewis is one of the greatest linebackers in NFL history, because what Ray Lewis did to that dummy was pure brutality. The dummy stood no chance as Ray Lewis smashed it to the ground. Now, you might be wondering how much force he generated. The estimate was a massive 2,200 pounds of force. And for all you science experts, that's 9,786.088 newtons. First of all, that's over twice the amount of force it took to break the door, meaning that if there were 2 of those doors stacked in front of each other, Ray might have just taken both of them down. Secondly, when compared to an actual bull rush, who do you think wins? Cheryl Skiolas, a cattle expert, states in one of her journals that the head force of a mature bull is about 1,900 pounds. And this is not common knowledge, but about 10 to 22 people die by bull charges each year. And yet, one NFL player generates more force than a heavy cattle, landing a 2,200-pound force on the crash dummy. And you can only imagine what such a collision would do to a human. I think we can comfortably say that the human would most likely die. So why aren't there a lot of dead or intensely injured NFL players? Well, it's all thanks to the shoulder pads or protective gear worn by the players. They decrease the impact force by up to 50%, and thankfully so. Otherwise, there won't be many players left in the NFL. But sometimes even shoulder pads are not enough to prevent injury from a Ray Lewis bull rush. In 2008, Lewis ended the season of Rashard Mendenhall by tackling him so hard that he broke his shoulder. That's right, guys. Shoulder pads are not enough to save you from a bull rush. Ray has said that his aim in every match he played was to destroy, and I'm sure everyone can agree that in his over a decade-long career, Ray Lewis successfully destroyed his opponents. Well, that's how hard Ray Lewis hits. And if you want to see more amazing statistics of your favorite NFL player, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think about Ray Lewis in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching.